In this session, we're going to learn how to embed a Google Calendar into a WordPress page. We'll start by creating the page. So I will go to my dashboard. I'll go to Pages, and I'll choose Add New, and I'll call this Calendar. We'll save this calendar page as a draft, and our next job is to pull in two pieces of code. The first piece of code is on my page, so I'm going to visit my site again, and you'll need to go here, training.extension.colorstate.edu, to the video tutorials page, which you are probably on now if you're looking at this tutorial. I'm going to WordPress, and then here, the embedding a Google Calendar link is right here, and then below it is the code for Google Calendar. This is your first piece of code. You click that, and this code appears. So we're going to select this code, right-click, and copy. And our next step is to go back to our dashboard. In this case, it's my site. Back to our pages, where we should have that calendar saved as a draft right here. We'll click Edit. And we're not going to use the Visual tab here, but the Text tab. So we'll click Text, and we're going to use Control and V to paste in this code. We're now going to grab the code from the Google Calendar, and it's going to go right in this space between these two lines that start begin and end. Your next step is to go to your Google Calendar and sign in. I'm using the Cheyenne County Extension Calendar as an example here. And down here on the left side, this left pane, we see Cheyenne County Extension. I'll use this pull down, even though it pulls up, and I'll choose Calendar Settings. Now you first might want to customize the color, size, and such, so you can use this link to do so. And you can decide whether you want to have a title or not, navigation buttons or not, and so on. I'll let you decide those parameters for yourself. The 800 by 600 pixel works well on WordPress, so I wouldn't change that. And you can work with different background colors and multiple calendars here if you like. I'm going to go up to the code here. Since I'm happy with all these parameters, I'm going to click inside the code, Control A to select it all, Control C to copy it all. Then I'm going to go back to my page. We're here on the calendar page. We're in the text tab, so we're looking at the code that we just pasted in from the calendarcode.txt file. I'm going to move my cursor here on line 4 between the beginning and ending lines. Right-click and choose Paste. Alternately, a Control V would work there. I'm going to save my draft. And then I'm going to hit the Visual tab. Now, if nothing's here, don't get scared. If you go to the preview, we can see that the calendar does actually show up. So even though you don't always see the calendar in the Visual tab, when you go preview the page, you see the calendar. So at that point, we can go back to the page and publish it. And that is how to create a calendar page.